Hey everyone, Kent here. A question I see asked quite a lot online and even get asked myself is how to use the Assimil method. So today I'm going to make a small video where I go over the method and hopefully it will make it slightly more clearer for those of you that are unsure on how to use a method. So let's get into it. So firstly we're going to go over the passive phase. The first step is to listen to the text with the book closed. It doesn't matter if you don't understand what's being said. It's simply for you to gain an impression of the sounds without being influenced by the spelling of the words. The second step is to listen to the recording a second time while looking at the translation. The third step is to read the target language text aloud. 4 is to read the target language text again, this time without looking at the translation. Step 5 is to listen to the recording twice, once while looking at the English translation and once while looking at the target language text. Step 6, all you have to do is just listen to the recording again with the book closed and hopefully you should understand some of it. Step 7 is to listen to the recording once more, pausing the audio after each sentence and repeating. Step 8 is to carefully read the comments several times, examine the notes and points that they refer to in the dialogue. And step 9 is to read and repeat the exercises, then do them and check them in the answer key. After finishing the passive phase, we begin what's called the active phase or second wave. And here essentially you do the same thing as the passive phase. The only difference being after learning a new lesson, you go back and review a previous. For example, say I finish lesson 50, I then flip back to lesson 1 and translate the dialogue from my L1 into the target language. You can do this orally, written, or both, as you wish. Then compare your translation with the original. And you just keep going. Finish lesson 51, go back and translate lesson 2, finish lesson 52, go back and translate lesson 3, and so on and so forth. Assimil do put a wee reminder at the end of each lesson, telling you which lesson you should be going back to, so you don't actually have to, work it out or remember. And now, once you reach the end of the book, which is usually, lesson 100 for the With Ease series, you'll just be over halfway on the second wave. So all you need to do is just keep reviewing a lesson daily until you finish the book, and that's that. I really hope this video was useful for some of you, especially those who maybe aren't sure on how to use the Assimil method. Other than that, just remember that you can chop and change these courses to your preferences to make them suit your needs. I don't feel like all these steps are necessary for myself, but each to their own. Anyway, thanks for watching and cheers.